Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start now with the nation. Tiers of government share 1.1 trillion naira from Federation account revenue. President promises development of Niger Delta at meeting with monarchs. US seeks removal of barriers to investments. We removed Ogun Speaker because of arrogance and fund misapplication. EFCC, how ex-HOS head of service Oyoita laundered millions. Plan to unify forex rate reporting underway. Shake-up in police intelligence operations and storm in Plateau House of Assembly. Okay, which story are we starting with in the nation?
Major headline.
Major headline.
Congratulations to us. All the tiers of government shared 1.1 trillion naira yesterday from the Federation account, and this is a steady growth from the time the president took over.
Huge payday.
Yes, it was huge, and they saved over 500. About 500 billion was saved for future needs that we might have, and 1.67 trillion. That was the amount that was shared, and they continue to grow. They started with 655 billion that was shared in May when President removed subsidy, and steadily continued to grow. So last year, September, it was the highest. Now we have another highest with the recent federal allocation account money shared across all state government. So the federal, state, and local governments are all getting from this.
All right. So a witness of the EFCC, Mr. Hama Adama Bello, has told the Federal High Court in Abuja how the immediate past head of service, Mrs. Winifred Oyoita, used her companies to launder government funds while in service. He testified in court. He said that his team received intelligence from the Office of the Anti-Graft Agency back in 2019, and they resumed investigation. So according to them, they said that Oyoita and her special assistant, Ubong Efyong, had received analyzed documents relating to the intelligence, and they found out that the team had interactions with them. They discovered that the first defendant, that's these two people, had maintained two accounts, one with Zenith Bank and the other with another bank, I think is Zenith Bank PLC for Frontline Ace Global Services. And they actually realized that there were payments of 124 million that passed through those accounts. So they had fictitious accounts that they had interest in using those accounts to get contracts from the companies. But it's been investigated, and I'm happy that that's on the way.
Okay, so the U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, was with the President Bola Tinubu at the State House in Abuja yesterday. And after their meeting, they had, he had to talk to journalists as well with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuggar. And we know that Blinken is on a 4-nation African tour. So he says that Nigeria offers real, clear, compelling opportunities for investors, right? But at the same time, we have quite some challenges that we need to really overcome to be able to unlock our full potentials. And one of those is corruption, and also making it easier for companies to repatriate their capital. That when we are able to sort out all of these, we'll see that the American companies are ready to come in here and do businesses with us, that they also understand the bold reforms that the president has started, which is trying to unify the currency and also end fuel subsidy. But we have an issue with that corruption especially, and the fact that we're not able to repatriate some of these companies' money at the end of the day because of the lack of forex that we have. But that when we can sort this out, there are amazing opportunities that we can maximize. And American companies are ready to come in here and invest, and they're going to be investing. They also would like to have a level playing field and a conducive environment to be able to carry out their business. That once this is good, we have a huge opportunity to excel while they are also while we are rubbing off on them as well. We are the largest democracy, we're the largest African nation, we're the largest everything, so to speak. So they are excited to work with us, but we just need to clean house and put ourselves in order.
I want to take the story about the shake-up in the police force. That was the way it was reported, but actually it is more of appointments of 54 assistant police commissioners. They have been deployed as heads of intelligence units, zonal and state command nationwide. And the instruction is for them to improve and enhance the effectiveness of the intelligence department in every level of the police force as a panacea to addressing the criminal rates in the country. The first spokesman, Olumiwa Adejobi, was speaking yesterday, and even the IGP was speaking yesterday, said that the IGP has deployed the ACPs because there's been increase in the rates of kidnapping that we've heard. But he also mentioned the case of self-kidnapping, and they detailed some self-kidnappings that have happened. In Lagos, a couple, one is a technician and a masseuse. The wife is a masseuse. Both of them fake kidnapped themselves to raise 5 million naira. They want to use 3 million naira to purchase property in Badagry, and they were caught. Another person in Abuja was fake kidnapped himself. A young boy said that his family member is not helping him, so he faked his kidnapping so that a particular family member that lives in River Park, Abuja, would be able to rescue. They need to raise funds, so they are faking kidnapping to raise funds. And so they said the police is on the lookout, and Nigerians should be on the lookout, and they should not think that by helping without informing police, they are helping the person. They might actually be a vessel for funneling. They might be undergoing extortion from people who are faking the kidnapping. He's not saying there are no real kidnappings. He's just saying that in addition to the real ones, there are also fake ones. And these new 54 intelligence ACPs would help provide more intelligence.
All right, moving on quickly now to the Punch kidnapping epidemic. Kano, 9 others, more death sentence and life jail. Blinken meets Tinubu, pledges $45 million security fund from Nigeria. And others, actually. 2 arrested over man's death after hotel sex romp. INEC meets security agencies over February 3rd by-elections. 4 billion naira theft. EFCC arraigned Obiano today and aid defense ex-governor. FG to sell 5 power plants for $1 billion. Naira depreciation pushes drug imports to 900 billion naira. Nigeria's lambast Wike for downplaying abduction epidemic. Okay.
I have the major headline again. Just following the kidnapping epidemic across the country, 10 states, including Kwara, Ondo, Osun, Kano, Bayelsa, Benue, Enugu, Anambra, and Nasarawa, are insisting on the death sentence on kidnappers. So, yes, Kano, under the former administration, had signed into law the death sentence for kidnapping. Ranging from states, they have the death sentence. For Bayelsa, I think it's once you're caught for kidnapping, it is death sentence. But some other states have it for if the victim dies in captivity, or if you kill your victim deliberately and all of that.
You need some public shows.
Or some whose victims did not die, from life imprisonment to death sentence across these 10 states. And I'm hoping that all other states follow suit.
And they do it immediately too.
Yes, we need that.
Leaving them in the prison for a long time.
Yeah.
Besides that, we should not have them waiting for so long.
Yes.
So they don't teach their tricks to other people. I want to take the story of Naira depreciation pushing our drug imports. So drug prices have continued to rise, and those drug prices would rise based on exchange rates. They said that Nigeria imports most of its drug being consumed in Nigeria from China, India, Malaysia, Netherlands, Belgium. And in 2022, Nigeria spent, was at exchange rate of 451 to $1. We spent about $1 billion to import. And that in February 2024, with the exchange rate of 902 to $1, it will cost 950 billion naira to import drugs into the country. And of course, some of these drugs are basic. We're talking gaze, we're talking bandage, and then like dressing, adhesive, plasters. The basic pharmaceuticals that we need on a daily basis will now be costing a whole lot. In August, we recollect that GSK, GlaxoSmithKline Company, has announced that they are going to shut down their operation, and that's because of the cost of importation and how it's becoming difficult. And we're having
because some of them don't produce here. That's the problem. So we have local production, we have Emzor, we have Evans, we have Orange, we have them all along the Solo Road here.
Do they produce?
They produce here. There are
to
pharmaceutical
support
companies that produce here. So let us have an intervention in that sector and deal with it. We can have our drugs here.
Let's go on a short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to run off. That's all we can take on this short break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.